Oof. Somehow I made it through the crowd back to the inn. In any case, Teresa is incredibly popular amongst the townfolk. It's obvious that she's no ordinary young woman. I sat at the bar, waiting for my order of lemon tea. Ooh, lemon tea, that sounds awesome. If the crowd has calmed down somewhat later on, I'll try and get a chance to talk to Teresa. Slowly, I closed my eyes. Speaking of drinks, I need to get me another drink here pretty soon. Well, what should I do now? My orders are to find the true rune, but I haven't gotten even a scrap of information regarding it. Soon, it'll be past the deadline for the investigation. I've sent a bunch of other information, so I do have an excuse. I think I might not really like all this Special Forces work after all. I can't go back to Crystal Valley, of course. The only thing I can do is hide myself in the Southern Frontier Defense Force. It's been 3 years since I entered the Special Forces. I've traveled to many places. In the beginning, I thought it might not be so bad if I died, but I've realized that I don't feel that way anymore. If I can, I want to return to Crystal Valley. I want to go back and see them. Do you mind if I sit here? Well, well. I opened my eyes, startled. I knew that voice. Right in front of my eyes, sitting there, was... That's right, it's Zaj. You don't have to look so surprised. It's been a while, Nash Lackey. Zaj? Is it really you? Oh, is it the hair color? My hair and eyes, even my name. You all only knew the fake me, but feel free to use my old name. What's wrong? I thought you'd heard from those two generals. Is this really so unexpected? Why? You're... This man sitting here with a bold smile. Zaj, why are you here? I thought I killed you. Apparently not. That poison Schwarz is coated in Zodiac Tower. If I hadn't gotten the antidote in time. Anyway, the Guild has a long history of assassinations, and has accumulated a vast amount of knowledge toward the end. That end. The results are a bit showy, so I'm not sure I like them. So you're saying the wound you received wasn't fatal? Right. Back there, your loud way of doing things naturally created a bit of an uproar. It was naive and childish of you. Though the wound you gave me may have healed, I still remember my resentment towards you. The disgrace of defeat is not so easily forgotten. So you want a rematch? That would be careless. Uh-oh. Suddenly, Zaj was gripping a miniature gun in the palm of his hand. I may not quite be a Knight-class gunner, but I doubt you can get away from the gunpoint of a Squire-class gunner all the same. Won't know until I try. Grosser Fluss is trembling. There's no choice. If my opponent's a gunner, I need to depend on this thing again. Do you really think that will work? Zaj indicated my swords with a nod of his chin. Damn! Are my nerves rusty too? This wasn't exactly the best time for memories to come flooding back. Zaj almost certainly had his gunner henchmen spread throughout the place posing as patrons. If I tried to do anything with my sword, this place would become a hornet's nest in an instant. Even if I managed to dodge them for a while, innocent people, including Yuri, would surely be injured. You understand, Nash. You certainly planned things out, but why have you gone so far? Don't you think this is a bit much? It would be simple to take your life. If it were up to me, I would take you in and entrust you to the Guild's torture expert. Under the circumstances, you can't be forgiven. What do you mean? During your absence, an awful lot has transpired in Crystal Valley. So then, the Highland General's advance was your doing? I simply gave him a bit of advice. The results were a little different than what I had expected. In any case, the fact that we can't act directly is somewhat irritating, but at least you will die. You'll disappear, missing in action, and no one will be any the wiser. Heh, farewell, Nash. Wait. Yes? Why did you go out of your way just to say all that? It should be obvious. It's because I wanted you to know. I can kill you at any time. Even I have my pride. With that said, Zaj quietly left the inn. His gunner henchmen also warily stood up one by one, and, eyes watchful, disappeared out the door. Afterwards, I was left on my own. Now alone, I wondered whether the encounter had been real. For a while, I was stunned. Zaj was still alive. Not only that, he was looking to kill me. That much was clear. Escaping from the siege would be no small feat, but what to do now? Well, it's quite a situation we found ourselves in. Okay. Hey, that's the guy! Huh? Yes, that's right, but... It appears I'm being pursued, yet again. Of course! You're always being pursued, dude. I'm sick and tired of it all, but I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Several militia members come up to me. Are you Nash? The Nash who came here from Muse? Yeah, that's right. You don't have to ask twice. I heard you the first time. Hey, it really is him! Hurry up, everyone! What's the problem? You're coming with us to go see Lady Teresa. Come on, stand up! The man grabbed my arm roughly in an attempt to make me stand. Reversing the maneuver, I lightly twisted his arm upward. Ah! Ow! That's what you get, dude. If we're going to see Teresa, I'd be more than happy to come along. I was planning to head over there myself, so there's no need to do anything crazy. Yeah, really, man. Just be cool. Be cool. I got it. Please, just let go of my arm. Sure thing. Ah. The man lost his balance and fell to the floor with a loud crash. What a loser. Well, shall we go? You'll take me to where Teresa is, correct? Yeah. Come with us. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Go see what Teresa has to say. The militia soldiers surrounded me as we left the inn to go see Teresa. Along the way, I inspected the militia's equipment. The armor they used was similar to that of the Muse troops, but here and there were signs of recent repair. They didn't have enough gear, and they looked like they didn't know the first thing about fighting. It seemed like they'd just fall apart if they had to fight much. They held a hodgepodge of mismatched weapons. Some had swords so long that they might hit their comrades more than their enemies, and others had daggers, not much bigger than knives. They probably hadn't done a formal drill ever. No doubt about it, they were a bunch of novices. The elite, hand-picked troops of Highland wouldn't have any trouble with them. Alright, here it is. Get in there. Alright, I got it. Hold your horses. Knockity knock. Nice little office. We had come to the room I'd been to before on the school's campus. It looked like the dean's office. I opened the door to find Teresa, the foreign swordsman, and Amelia inside. What is it? That man. He's the one who was dying earlier. That'd be me. Yes, Lady Teresa. We just arrested a man named Nash. The Highland troops are searching for him. Hey, get in here. Hey, I already told you that I understand. Don't grab me like that. Yeah, really, dude. Hands off the merchandise. This man is Nash. What are you saying? Who gave you those orders? Well, we heard that one of Highland's terms was that we capture and hand over a vagabond named Nash who had escaped from Muse. It's impossible to keep rumors from spreading. We haven't decided on Highland's terms yet. But for negotiating purposes, if we were to hand this guy over, it should buy us a little more time. If he's wanted by Highland, he won't be too long for this world if we hand him over. I don't have the arrogance to negotiate with a person's life. All of you, leave now. But... Stand down. Understood. As the militia reluctantly filed out, Teresa approached me. I most humbly apologize for the behavior of my troops. Are you in better health now? Well, yes. In any case, I was thinking about coming to express my gratitude anyway. Thank you for saving me after I collapsed. No thanks are necessary. It's only natural to save a wounded traveler. Lady Teresa. Yes, Amelia, I know. Please excuse me, Mr. Nash. We're in the middle of some planning. For the war against Highland? Yes, the armistice ends tomorrow morning, and it will probably turn into a full-blown battle. It's probably best for you to leave this town as quickly as possible. Sounds like a bad situation. But the Highland army already has Greenhill surrounded, so even if you did run... I had thought over the situation a lot. I don't know what Zaj is planning, but he won't be able to kill me directly. Not if he's shooting for the missing in action ruse. The Highland generals that had pursued me were probably Zaj's doing as well. Highland already has Greenhill under siege. It's only a matter of time before Greenhill will be occupied by Highland. Someone like me, wanted by Highland, will be tracked down and executed. Well, if Greenhill falls into Highland hands, it seems pretty likely that Zaj and his guild henchmen will take advantage of the confusion to kill me. After all this, it looks like my fate and Greenhill's may be the same, like a candle's flame flickering before a strong wind. There are two paths here. I can lend my strength to Greenhill and hope that they can break Highland's siege with my help, or I can try to break out of the siege and flee on my own and take on both of the Highland troops and the gunners. So, what to do? Well, I guess the logical thing to do would be to lend my strength, right? Seems legit. That's right, even putting the Highland army aside, Zaj's men will be keeping an eye out for me. Escape is pretty much impossible. It's true. Zaj's goal to the bitter end is to make it look like I bungled my mission and got killed by Highland troops. If I ran away now, I'd expect him to take advantage of it. So I decided to say that to Teresa's now bewildered face. It seems my fate is bound up with Greenhill's, so I'll lend you my strength. For my sake, and for Greenhill's. Mr. Nash! I appreciate your offer, but please rest and recover your health. Leave the fighting to us. We will not let Greenhill fall. If things proceed as they are, your head will be on display at the city gates by tomorrow morning. Then, the swordsman at Teresa's side, who had been silent through all this, suddenly approached me. It seems he didn't appreciate my words. Shin, stop that. Mr. Nash is only trying to... My apologies. Shin silently slashes at me with the sword. I instantly block it with a dagger, I quickly drew from my sleeve. He doesn't let any surprise show on his face, as if somehow he had known that this would happen. I simply wanted to determine your skill. Yeah, I figured. I apologize for my rudeness. So, did I pass your test? Between that technique and the way you move, it's clear that you have military experience. Here in Greenhill, there are nearly none with such experience. If you would lend us your strength, we would be truly grateful. You have nothing to do with Greenhill. We don't want to drag you into this. Stop there. You might say that, but since I can't run away, I think it's fair to say I have a stake in this. Even putting that aside, I'm still a wanted man in Highland. That may be, but... Well, how about thinking about it this way, then? While Highland has Greenhill under siege, Nash can't escape. So until the siege is lifted, we'll borrow his strength. There you go. It's true that we have desperate need of anyone with experience, as long as Nash is okay with it. Right. Now that that's decided, we'd better start mobilizing. We only have until tomorrow morning. We can't lose this fight, Miss Acting Mayor. Yes. Alright, we got a plan now, it's all good, things are coming together very nicely.